Hello everyone, it's Gladius. Now, Dream Wardens have several ways for you to earn reputation with them. A lot of them are familiar, but also some unique ones that are just with Dream Wardens. Just Dream Wardens have these kind of mechanics. We're gonna go over all of those individually. But I'm gonna be giving you a massive, huge, incredible shortcut. So we're going to take a look at that all here in the video. Before we get into it, everyone, consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for more WoW content in the future. And without further ado, let's get into the Dream Warden's reputation. Our primary objective is very similar to every other patch that has a new zone attached to it. We're going to be trying to go through that campaign. Hang on to the tokens you get from these quests, the reputation tokens. More on that in just a second. So as we're completing these chapters, there's 6 of them in total. They're going to unlock in some kind of progressive manner week over week. Do these. They're going to look very familiar to all of the other campaign quests, and they're going to be at the top of your questing journal. Next, we got side quests, and side quests are going to reward anywhere from 250 all the way up to 1,500 reputation. If you want maximum reputation as quick as you can, go ahead and do all of these, every single one in the zone. There's only a handful of them. There's not a ton of them to do, but they give a massive amount of reputation. Now, if you want to take the shortcut and just want to do the ones that are going to give you the most bang for your time, go ahead and focus on the ones that are attached to Cenarius. Cenarius is going to have the best quests for you to do because each ones from Cenarius are going to average about 1,000 reputation per. And I'm talking about the short quest chain that goes all through the Cenarius's quests. You're going to end up with about 3,500 reputation just by doing all of those. So campaign, side quests. Now we're going to talk about the treasures. Treasures are very familiar to anyone that's been playing Dragonflight any amount of time. We've had treasures from a bunch of other factions, and this one is no different. But everyone, for finding treasures, there's going to be an extra mechanic you have to be aware of while you're in the Emerald Dream. If you ever run into these chests where there's a bunch of things sleeping around it, and you click on it, it says you must open this in your dreams. Go ahead and do this /sleep command. That's going to put you to sleep, and then you're going to be able to loot this in your ethereal Emerald Dream form. Okay, you'll turn green, stand up, your body will be sleeping, and you'll be able to grab and open up the loot. Each one of those is going to reward you about 200 rep each. And if you want to find these, I'll post some coordinates down in the description if you want to use those for a TomTom-like add-on. But if you want to take a big shortcut and get a whole bunch of other things, go ahead and grab the add-on I'm going to link in the description. There's a couple of them, but Handynotes is really good. Rarescanner is also a good one too. I'm going to put those both in the description. Everybody that's looking to do any kind of world content in general, go ahead and grab these add-ons. You won't regret it. Rarescanner is going to pop up with a notification every time a rare spawns, and then Handynotes is going to tell you where all those little pesky treasures are, so you can get all those things and get the loot as quick as possible. So we talked about campaigns, side quests, treasures. Now let's get into something very familiar, rares. Every time you see a rare pop up, head over there immediately and try to catch this thing, because on kill, you're going to get 25 reputation. And then also when you loot the corpse, you're going to be able to pick up another 25. That's 50 rep for every rare you kill. It also has some good loot on it, depending on the rare you're fighting. And when it comes to mounts and like the really rare stuff, I'll do another guide on that kind of stuff. Cosmetic-minded players, keep an eye out for that. But we're talking more about player power here. Super Bloom. Super Bloom is the big, massive mechanic that's added with this world zone. We've had soup, we've had sieges, we've had mole research. We've had a bunch of things in Dragonflight when it comes to outdoor content. This one, the Super Bloom, is unique because it's going to be active for a whole hour. So there's going to be different stages to the progress of the Super Bloom, okay? And I'll do a full breakdown on the Super Bloom a little bit later to show you how you can maximize it. But if we're just talking about getting the requirement, you're going to have a weekly quest that's attached to this. Doing the Super Bloom just once and contributing about 50 blooms, and you'll get that within minutes, which is going to reward you with a rep token. This rep token, again, has 1,000 reputation towards the Emerald Wardens. Save this, save this. And then the biggest one of all when it comes to the mechanics for the weekly, you want to do the reputation quest, the reputation weekly quest. So this is going to be where you're gathering rep from all sources. And I guess I'll put world quests in here as well. You're going to be doing world quests and reputation. And as you gain reputation, you're going to be contributing to a maximum meter. That's going to be the weekly quest where you get the big cash. This is very similar to the Niffin. If you've done that, you're going to get a cash for earning a set amount of reputation for the week towards the Emerald Wardens this time. Standard affair, just make sure you pick it up before you're doing anything, because you don't want to waste any reputation that doesn't contribute to the weekly. You want to get that weekly done, get your supplies, and move on. Now, everybody's favorite part. Let's talk about efficiency and how to make this way better. I'm going to start off with an obvious one. Use a contract. Every single world quest you do is going to give you that extra amount of reputation towards the rep of your choice. Of course, here, there's one for Dream Wardens. Put it on. There's no reason not to get this free extra reputation. I have 3 more for you. There's an anniversary buff. You're going to get 19% for the 19 years of WoW's been with us. 19% extra reputation. This is a buff you're just going to have. So awesome. This is super cool. Go ahead and take a look. If the Dark Moon Fair is up, go ahead and grab that rep as well. I've went over this in another video. And if you couldn't make use of it then, now is the time that you absolutely can. Just a very brief overview for anyone who's never done a Dream Surge. One zone in the Dragonflight areas is going to be marked with a Dream Surge. That means you can go there and the whole zone is enhanced with a special buff. You also get additional experience. But there's one buff that's going to pop up in a cycle, in the cycle of random buffs that we're really interested in. It's called like enhanced learnings, empowered learnings. I can't remember the exact wording, but it's this icon. When you see that icon pop up over the Gnarlex's head, you know it's time, because you can get 50% extra reputation from all sources. That means all of these tokens that you've acquired from a main, from anywhere, you want to use them now, because you're going to get 50% extra reputation added per token you used. How about we make this even stronger? All we need to do is to do all the steps I mentioned on an alt first. Your main is going to get the Word of a Worthy Ally buff, which is going to increase your rep gain by 100%. This is going to have your main skyrocket past the alt that you completed it first on, and all you have to do is get to the 10th level of renown. And it really doesn't take that long, especially with doing the steps I mentioned in the video. That's a huge jump start. It's going to get you up and going on your Warden reputation super fast. Now that you know how to earn this reputation, the even more important part of this is making sure you're equipped and on the class of your choice and you're playing the best class for you. Switching to a new class, or you need some help on figuring out the one you got, I have some jumpstart guides in the description. You can start shopping around for the class that you're going to be playing in 10.2. Also, you want to talk more about super blooms? Check the description. I'm there talking about super blooms as well if you need some help on how to maximize your potential. Now, 10.2 has some rares and cosmetics that are hard to find. That guide is in the description if you want to find everything you need when it comes to cosmetics, mounts, and all that stuff. I'll see you there if you want to jump into that. And with that, everyone, if the video helped you out today, please heroic strike that like button. And if you want to stay tuned for more WoW content in the future, please bash the subscribe. I appreciate your time today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.